Joan, for years, in her imagination, had gone beyond theatres. She was always complaining about proscenium arches constricting her.
In the late 1950s, Joan Littlewood and the architect Cedric Price started talking about how they could create a venue that was more accessible to all people. Not just the kind of people who normally went to theatre or to the opera or to the ballet, but to anybody who wanted to go. And Cedric Price, brilliant architect, came up with this idea of one space to hold them all.
Cedric, one of the innovative designers, architects of his time. You don't see many Cedric Price buildings. He didn't build many, but his influence across the architectural world, and I've got books in the archive to prove it, is just ginormous.
What the Fun Palace's proposition was, this University of the Streets, was that people, if you gave them choices, as you have on the internet now, of what their appetite was at the moment, how they could find out how to use it, how they could synchronize that idea with an unexpected idea that might, have spontaneously arrive, or they wanted to put two things together in an unexpected way. All of this was possible.
As she said, she really did. I really believe in community. I believe in the potential, the genius of the individual, and every person's an artist. And I think we're in danger of forgetting that in some ways.
It's about challenging any idea of authority and tradition, and I think that is now about the legal confines that stop performance, the compensation culture that crushes ideas. It's about big ideas, big ambition from anybody.
I suggested to other theatre makers like Sarah Jane that it might be amazing to create a modern Fun Palace. And we talked about what a Fun Palace would be, and we thought maybe half a dozen venues would want to do it. And at the moment, we look like we're heading to 150.
People of Deptford know that you can have a lot of fun with not very much. Again, Deptford's quite used to doing that. Nobody's ever got any money to do things, and we just sort of miraculously make things happen.
There are all sorts of people. There's galleries, schools, museums, theatre venues, community centres, local people, a swimming pool, a woodland in Cheshire.
The positive impact that the Fun Palace is having on me personally is that I can trust and rely on lots of my mates and the local community.
In our case, we are from another country, so sometimes we close ourselves in our communities, and also we feel sometimes left out. So this is a great way for us to integrate, so connect with the area where we live.
We're attempting to get some dinghies or canoes in the water because October the 5th, some people might be a little bit scared of getting in the water, so we're going to try and get them on the water.
A theatre building is only relevant if it is completely full of the people of that city, of all complexions, and feeling that they own it and that they can create madness and magic.
So my dream for the Fun Palace in terms of the celebrations that we're doing in October are that I use this word stamina again, that we reinvigorate and re-radicalise any aspects of our own work here, and that we, using the idea of Joan as a call out, we get people to come and enjoy South Bank Centre and help change it.
Hopefully we can continue doing it, so the impact hopefully will be that we can do it the next year and the year after that, and that actually maybe little Fun Palaces might pop up without us having to say it's a Fun Palace.
What feels important is that those communities getting together to make something happen, whatever that is, and it can be anything, starts now as soon as they get engaged, and also continues afterwards, and then rolls on until the next 4th and 5th of October, and the next, and the next, and the next, for years, we hope.
In every legendary human, there comes a time for the legend to grow and to flourish, and this is the time for Joan's legend.
If by the end of the day we have everyone with a smile on their face and say, let's do it again next year, that's, I think, the best thing we can get from it.
Even bad divers can have fun.